Okay, so what does a submind actually look like, and what are the benefits of it? Welcome back to the Idea Supply Chain, where we take a look at where ideas come from and what makes them valuable. In today's episode, I wanted to show you a little bit more of the submind architecture now that I'm getting into this state where I can kind of create these recursive thought patterns. And so we'll start with a diagram of kind of looking at how the subminds interact. So basically, what you do is you have like one mind that you can put in different positions. And so what it is like this mind is something that focuses on a very specific thing. And so it becomes this modular bit of knowledge. And what it does is it learns over time. And so the easiest way I'm doing that right now is actually just with a Mongo document. And every time I learn something, I say, here's what you know so far. Like, here's a question, here's an answer, and use that to update what you know. And so just with this Mongo document, I've got this submind that can learn. What I'm doing is I get a question into the top level submind. And this is something that I'm setting up on a per product basis right now. So there's going to be like a single submind for a given product, and then a question comes in, right? And from there, the submind has to consider, okay, what do I know? And what do I need to know in order to answer this question? And then this submind has subminds. Turtles all the way down, right? And so what it does, it says, okay, of these questions, which of these subminds is the one that I want to answer these different questions? And I can actually ask the same question from different subminds. And so then it passes that down. And what it does is it goes down until there's no more subminds left. And it says, okay, great. Now I'm going to go out and do research. And it's going to hit podcasts for now. And then eventually web pages and things like that. And says, okay, based on this question, here's all of these like podcast snippets I found. I'll compile those into an answer, and then I'll pass that back up the chain. And then, so the next submind, or in the chain, says, okay, well now I've got all these answers. I'm going to compile that into like a bigger answer for this question that I had, and pass it back up. And so what you end up with is all of these little modules that are very, very self-contained knowledge about something. And so you can imagine having a submind that has like its own submind for marketing, and one for product, and one for design, and one for engineering, right? And all of a sudden you're starting to really look like a company here, where you've got these different departments that focus on different aspects of the business. And so this is actually pretty cool, because then you can actually have different subminds in different places, all kind of collectively learning, and you get this like mashed up intelligence from these questions going through all these different subminds, because they're sharing these little components and bits and pieces. And so my hypothesis here is that actually we're going to end up with a much better like collective intelligence, because of this constant movement back and forth. It'll get a really good feeling for an understanding of a given topic that is constantly being updated. And with a typical database, if you don't actually update a record in the database, it gets static. But what this does, it actually allows different people to update the same database, because it's not actually like this super structured record that you can use to do anything like malicious with. Like, you can't break into this database and steal a bunch of information. It's almost like a Wikipedia type thing, without anybody actually having to like update the Wikipedia page for people to find it. It's this self-discoverable kind of system. And so knowledge ends up transferring around this like network of subminds much, much faster than it does on like a static web page. And so, even with like social media, right? People don't update minds that fast. And that's one of the issues with social media. Like, a lot of times I'll post something, just with a quick thought. Well, is that like an accurate take of like even my feelings on a subject? It's not necessarily. But in this case, it's this constant updating of information. that over time really converges on the collective knowledge of whatever group is, contributing. And so you can actually have these little pockets of high density, like submind networks that all work together to achieve really powerful goals. And I'm excited to announce that I am working on a product with somebody who saw the value in it, and we're implementing it into his product. So some pretty cool things coming soon that I can't wait to share because it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned, watch this space, and there's going to be a lot more coming out about subminds, how they work, and kind of how to create your own, integrate it into a network. Really cool shit. Looking forward to showing you more. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.